Back probing the crankshaft position sensor here, signal and ground, going to an analog oscilloscope. I'm going to crank the engine and see what the signal looks like. I'm going to test the voltage that it landed on high here, just to make sure the signal is good. So right now we're at a high signal of 4.942, which I would imagine would be high enough for logic to be picked up by the ECU. It's clear that this position sensor is not bad at all, and I'm going to prove it right now by testing the low level as well, and we're getting 0.311, which is a little high, but that's well within 10. I think that's low. So I do want to make sure that I inspect the rest of the wiring harnesses, and I do want to check out the ECU, but yeah, I'm not sure why RPM wouldn't get picked up by the computer if this sensor is clearly working. No puzzle for another day. Here's a graph of battery voltage versus RPM. You can see that it was running, then I turn it off, and I go to crank it and it doesn't start, but then I go to crank it and it does start. The problem here is that if you look at the RPM when I'm cranking it, it's completely zero, and that didn't start up, but then later when it wasn't zero, it did start up when I cranked it. So like, the sensor is good, and it's reading good on the wire at all times, but intermittently the computer is not detecting it as having good signal. I don't think replacing the sensor will fix that issue. I mean, you know, I already have the replacement part and I'm willing to try. It's just such a pain in the ass on this car. I guess I just kind of want a second opinion before I tear all that shit apart and put it back together and then find out, oh man, it didn't work at all. What else could this be, guys? Help me out.